Mark Crossfield here with another video response. Kyle9256 asks about shaft flex. Got a lot of guys asking about shaft flex at the moment, so let's do a video trying to explain a bit about shaft flex. So, quick video here just to get into the world of shaft flex. Lots of you are asking me what shaft's right for you, how do you determine what flex you need. Now, this video could go on for hours and you'd still be confused at the end of it because it's not science. It's based on a few things. It's based on physical data that you'll get from hitting shots, so launch angle, spins, direction, distance, all those kind of things like TrackMan can help us with. But it'll also go on other things, feel, looks, stereotypes. Some people just don't like graphite, do like graphite, don't like steel. So there's so many different aspects to shaft flex. At the end of the day, you've got to remember you're going to be the ones using the clubs. So you've got to get something that suits your game, which is going to a decent pro is going to help you get some educated advice on what might suit your game, and you're hitting that club and feeling that you like the club. But look, let's give you a comparison here. I've got a Mizuno MP53, and in it here I've got a Project X 5.0. I think you're seeing that on the screen there, so 5.0. I've also got same shaft but in the 6.5, so we're going one head, because this head comes off this shaft, two different shafts, completely different ends of the spectrum in flex. Regular going through the super stiff in the Project X. So I've got TrackMan on here, let me just make sure the sound's on. Okay, and I just want you to see, I'm going to hit a few shots. And obviously you've got human error involved in here, so I'll let you know if I hit the ball slightly different, so out the middle, toe, or whatever, to generate a different launch. We're going to hit a few shots just to see what the different shafts does to the launch angle. So here we go, this is the 5.0 Project X in the 53, so relatively regular. Okay, so I've hit that quite nicely, that's a good tester, because that's how I'd want to hit this club.
Vertical launch 17.2 degrees.
Okay, so 17.2. Let's give it one more hit. That's around the launch angle I will generate with this club, with this shaft in it. Okay, again, that's a nice hit. It feels like it's gone a bit higher. I don't know if it launched higher.
Vertical launch 18.4 degrees.
It's 18.4 degrees. So 17 and 18. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to unscrew this 53. Go. Take that shaft off. So we're now going to put the 6.5 Project X in exactly the same head. Screw that back on. Okay, that's in. So let's hit a few shots. So exactly the same head. It's still the 53. You've seen me swapped it over there. This now has the 6.5 Project X shaft in. Excuse me. Let's give it a few hits with this one. So initial feelings, this one does actually feel a little bit heavier straight off the bat. Let's give it a whack, see what it does to the launch angle. Yeah, and that's a nice hit. I struck that pretty well. Feels a little lower.
Vertical launch 16.7 degrees.
So 16.7 that's come down to. So let's give that another hit. Again, that feels a fraction lower. Be interested to see where that launches.
Vertical launch 17.6 degrees.
17.6. So it launched at the same height, but it didn't seem to spin up. It just seemed to go forwards. Didn't spin as much. Just give it one more whack. You've got to remember this is the much stiffer shaft in this one. Okay, so that was slightly out the bottom of the club, so that should definitely launch lower.
Vertical launch 15.6 degrees.
15.6. I'm going to one more hit just to see if we can get one right out of the middle. So you can see it's definitely averaging lower loft, isn't it? Lower launch with the stiffer shaft. Okay, I struck that pretty good and that's gone up in the air. Excuse me.
Vertical launch 17.5 degrees.
Okay, so 17.5, it definitely launched lower when I put the 6.5 into the 5.0. Miss hit definitely went really low, and then even a decent hit was a degree lower in its launch. So you can see the different shaft flex is definitely affecting the launch, but it's only by about a degree. So and we're going from one extreme right up to the other in this shaft range. So shaft flex, you don't want to get too bogged down in it. You can spend hours hitting hundreds of different shafts. You want to hit a few where you get the feeling of the shaft. So simply when I put this 6.5 in, it just feels like it's going to be harder to hit, to be honest, for me. For my club head speed, I'm swinging my 6 iron around 100, that would be nice, around 85 miles an hour. So with that club head speed, this one just feels a bit brutal to me. Certainly on off days, certainly on days where I want to get a bit of height, I'm always going to be fighting this club. So then I'd have to change the head maybe. Where if I stay right, 5.5 is usually about right for me, so the 5 feels a little bit softer, but the difference between the 5 and the 5.5 is so small, it's very hard for me to feel the difference. So shaft flex does make a difference. You want to find out where you are in your shaft flex range. You've got to be hitting a few balls. Basic rule, you want the ball to go higher, more flexy shaft. You want it to go lower, you want to go for the stiffer, heavier shafts. I hope that gives you a little insight to how shaft flex can affect the shots. Any more questions, don't be afraid to post below.